Imagine being able to write your own editorial calendar with inspirational post titles that will get you a full quarter of content in about an hour. I'm going to be sharing with you a new system that I have been using that was inspirational in my own journey of a blogger. I personally blog at joyinthehome.com, but I'm also the founder of focusbloggingconference.com. I'm Dolly Freeman, and I'm excited to share with you my own steps of how I have been doing my editorial calendar. It started with a little bit of Post-it notes that my daughter got me for Christmas, as well as some inspiration I got from Kim Sorges from nottoconsume.com. This is a very exciting, simple and easy step that you can do to get your mind organized and being able to be sure to hit all of the niches that you write on your own blog. You can use your wall, pin board, or your own desk, which is what I use. I have a large calendar on my desk, and I like to keep my thought process all in one spot. Many times I've used my editorial calendar with the WordPress plugin, but sometimes I get overwhelmed by having to scroll forward and moving them all around. This has helped me to be able to simplify the process, maximize my ideas, and get organized to be able to be inspired in my writing process. So here's what I do. I have 4 different colors, and I hope you can see them. They're blue, yellow, pink, and green for the 4 niches that I write on. I write on homemaking, home life, preschool, and homeschooling. These 4 niches are something that I like to fill with a lot of subcategories, each of them having anywhere from 4 to 8 subcategories in them. So to ensure that I'm writing on each of these niches and keeping the categories going full, this simple organizing tool has helped me to be able to do that. This is how you do it. You take each of your colors and assign it to a niche. So let's say blue is my homemaking, and in that I'm going to be writing recipes, chore ideas, all the different subcategories that I have. But for a quarter, which is 13 weeks, I'm only going to be writing on homemaking subtitles for only 1 week of each of the month. So depending on the system that I have in place, my last quarter, the last post I wrote on for the week is homeschooling. So I'm going to put homeschooling 4 weeks out so that I'm not hitting homeschooling again for a little while. So let's say I'm starting with homemaking. I'm going to take off one of these, and I'll show you this when I'm done, but I'm going to be taking one of these for each of the posts that I'm going to be writing about for my homemaking theme niche. And I'm going to put them down on my table, and I'm going to come back when I'm ready to have this all organized and be able to systematically put together my post for the entire quarter on my homemaking. So I'm going to be putting down 6 of the Post-it notes with the blue colors. I might have to come back, but that represents 3 weeks. Now I'm going to take the yellow. This is going to represent my home life category niche that I write on. So again, I'm going to be giving myself 3 of the colors. 3 weeks of color, so that's 6 Post-it notes. And once I put them down, then I'm going to go to the next color, which we'll be picking up pink for preschool. And with that, we're going to put 6 down, and each of these represents a week, so that's 3 weeks of content that I'm going to have to come up with. And it works each and every quarter, because you have 52 weeks in a year. We have four seasons, or 4 quarters. You divide them, and you come up with 13 weeks each. So that's where we're going to be focusing on. My last one is yellow, and that's homeschooling. So I'm going to put down my homeschooling post. I'm sorry, this is green. The sun made it look yellow on the screen. So we are going to go ahead and put 6 of those down, and I'm going to have to come back and put 6 more. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put 2 more for 1 more color. And because I started with blue, I'm going to end with blue. And that's going to give me my 13th week with this extra 2. And I'll give you a quick shot of what it looks like on my desk. So here is, sorry, I'm trying to get that all in there. So here represents my 13 weeks. And as you can see, that'll give me 6 posts for the home life, 6 posts for homemaking, 6 posts for preschool, and 6 posts for homeschooling, followed by 2 more posts for home life. What's really exciting about this is that if you're keeping ideas down as they come to you, you can keep that in your Todoist.com. If you like to use that system, you can use it Evernote, you can use paper and pen. And any of the ideas that you've been getting over the last quarter, you can come in and fill in those slots very easily. And I have literally been able to finish this process in about an hour time or less. If I had a lot of ideas that already were working in my mind, I could easily put them down and have my entire editorial calendar done for a quarter. And I will know in advance of what I need to do as each week comes in. And the wonderful thing about this is when sponsored post comes in and I have an opportunity to write for a brand, I can easily move one of those ideas to the next quarter, or I can help it fit into my schedule by adding a 3rd post a week versus 2 posts a week. So there's a lot of ways around it, but this gets me the core of my evergreen content that'll keep visitors coming and growing and help me be a resource within my niche. One other reason why, before I let you go, about why I use my desk is because I actually have a desk calendar, and it will help me to cover that up and make it so that my visitors don't see my thought process down. And you can use the bigger Post-it notes or the smaller ones, but because I found out that having a full quarter of posts on those big Post-it notes underneath my wall calendar, my desk calendar, it was exceeding the size. So this helps me using the smaller ones to keep it hidden underneath my desk calendar and helps me to be inspired when I need to be. And I hope that process helps you to be able to get inspired about writing your own editorial calendar and getting organized and inspired in the niches that you write in. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you follow up with focusbloggingconference.net on our blog. And if you're looking for more inspiration, I would love you to join us for our annual hands-on conference heading in Richmond, Virginia, August 18th through the 20th. Thank you and have a wonderful day.